As the 2025 Formula One season draws to a close, the driver market for 2026 appears remarkably stable. Nearly every team has its pairing confirmed, leaving only 4 seats across 2 teams officially undecided. Those 4 seats all belong to one organisation, Red Bull. While the company publicly states that it is waiting until the end of the season to confirm its lineups for both Red Bull Racing and the Junior Racing Bulls team, a crucial piece of information from the Formula 2 Championship suggests the decision has already been made. This single detail, hidden in plain sight, seems to confirm a major driver shuffle that will see a rookie debut, a young star promoted, and a fan favourite left on the sidelines. The key to understanding Red Bull's 2026 plan lies not in Formula 1, but in Formula 2. Arvid Lindblad, an 18-year-old British driver in the Red Bull Junior programme, has had a strong season in the feeder series. He has also impressed during F1 practice sessions, even finishing 6th in Max Verstappen's car in Mexico. In June, he was granted a super licence by the FIA, making him eligible for a full-time F1 seat. The most telling clue, however, came when his current F2 team, Campos Racing, announced its 2026 driver lineup. Lindblad was not on the list. For a top junior driver with Red Bull backing to not have a confirmed F2 seat for the following year points to only one conclusion. He already has a contract for something bigger. That something is almost certainly a seat at Racing Bulls. If Lindblad's move to Racing Bulls is considered the first domino to fall, the next one is the widely anticipated promotion of Isaac Hajar to the senior Red Bull Racing team. Hajar's rise through the ranks has been one of the feel-good stories of the 2025 season. He arrived at Racing Bulls as a relatively unknown quantity, but quickly proved he belonged at this level. The 21-year-old Frenchman has been the standout performer in the Red Bull Junior stable this year, delivering a series of impressive drives for Racing Bulls, including a podium finish at Zandvoort. He has consistently shown more pace than his teammates and has demonstrated the maturity required to handle the pressure of a top team. Placing Hajar alongside the benchmark of Max Verstappen, who is contracted until 2028, is a logical step in Red Bull's long-standing philosophy of promoting its own talent from within. This move has been described by many in the paddock as an open secret. With Hajar moving up and Lindblad taking one of the seats at Racing Bulls, only one spot remains. This has created a direct battle between the 2 remaining drivers in the Red Bull pool, Liam Lawson and Yuki Tsunoda. According to a detailed report from Germany's Automotor und Sport, a decision on this front has also been made internally. The report claims that Liam Lawson will be retained to partner the rookie Lindblad at Racing Bulls, leaving Yuki Tsunoda without a drive for 2026. This would be a remarkable comeback for Lawson, who began the 2025 season in the senior Red Bull team but was demoted back to Racing Bulls after just 2 races in a direct swap with Tsunoda. The demotion was seen as a harsh verdict on his early season performances, and many questioned whether he would ever get another chance in Formula 1. However, Lawson has responded in the best way possible, delivering consistent results and showing the kind of fighting spirit that Red Bull values. Many saw this as the end of his chances with the top team, but his determined performances since returning to the junior squad appear to have secured his future in the sport. For Tsunoda, however, it would mark the end of his time with the Red Bull family, which began in 2021. Despite having over 100 race starts, his inconsistency has been a persistent issue. With only 25 points this season, he currently sits 17th in the championship, and it seems the Red Bull management has decided it is time to invest in new talent. To understand why this lineup makes sense, it helps to look at Red Bull's history with driver development. The team has always been willing to take risks on young talent, and that approach has paid off time and time again. Sebastian Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo, and Max Verstappen all came through the Red Bull Junior program and went on to become race winners and champions. By promoting Hajar and bringing in Lindblad, Red Bull is betting that lightning can strike again. The team clearly believes these 2 drivers have the potential to be future stars, and they are willing to move on from more experienced options to give them a chance. The most interesting part of this entire situation is why Red Bull is choosing to keep this decision under wraps. The official line from Racing Bull's team principal Alan Permin is that the team wants to maintain stability while it fights for 6th place in the Constructors' Championship. However, the Automotor and Sport report suggests a more strategic reason. The team allegedly fears that if they inform Tsunoda he is being dropped before the season is over, he will lose motivation. With Red Bull in a close fight for 2nd place in the Constructors' standings, they need every point they can get. While Tsunoda's contributions have been modest, his points could still be crucial. By delaying the official announcement, the team ensures he continues to push until the very last lap of the season finale. This approach, while logical from a competitive standpoint, puts Tsunoda in an incredibly difficult position, fighting for a future that has reportedly already been decided. Laurent Mekies has publicly stated that Tsunoda is a friend, which suggests this will not be an easy conversation when it eventually happens. However, at the highest level of motorsport, personal relationships cannot override performance data. The numbers simply do not support keeping Tsunoda over the younger options available. It also shines a light on Red Bull's often criticised driver management style. The organisation has a reputation for being ruthless, and this situation appears to be another example of the high-pressure environment it creates for its drivers. The timing of this decision also raises questions about when Red Bull actually made up its mind. Alan Permin has stated publicly that the announcement might not come until after the Abu Dhabi season finale, suggesting the team is still evaluating its options. However, the Campos Racing announcement regarding their F2 lineup came weeks ago, which means Lindblad would have known about his F1 opportunity well before that. This suggests the decision was made much earlier than Red Bull is letting on, and the delay is purely strategic rather than a genuine period of evaluation. It is a calculated move designed to extract maximum performance from all drivers during the final races of the season. Another factor worth considering is how this decision affects the broader dynamics within the Red Bull organisation. Christian Horner has repeatedly passed over Tsunoda for promotion to the senior team, even when opportunities arose. This pattern suggests that the leadership has never truly seen him as a long-term solution for the top team. Meanwhile, Helmut Marko, Red Bull's motorsport advisor and the architect of the junior program, has consistently championed the development of young drivers. The decision to promote Hajar and Lindblad is very much in line with Marko's vision for the future of the team. For the drivers themselves, the next few weeks will be crucial. Hajar needs to finish his rookie season on a high note to justify the faith Red Bull is placing in him. Lawson must continue to prove that his demotion was a temporary setback rather than a sign of his limitations. Lindblad, meanwhile, will be preparing for the biggest step of his career, knowing that the expectations will be high from day one. And Tsunoda, if the reports are accurate, will be racing with the knowledge that each lap could be his last in a Red Bull car, even if he has not been officially told. So, while there has been no official word from Red Bull, the evidence points to a clear plan for 2026. Isack Hajar will step up to partner Max Verstappen, while Racing Bulls will field a new lineup of Liam Lawson and the debuting Arvid Lindblad. This leaves Yuki Tsunoda, a driver who has been a part of the Red Bull system for 5 years, out in the cold. It's a significant shake-up that perfectly reflects Red Bull's philosophy. Performance is everything, and the next generation is always waiting in the wings. What are your thoughts on this potential 2026 lineup for the Red Bull teams? Is it the right move to promote Hajar and Lindblad while dropping Tsunoda? Let us know what you think in the comments section below.